William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour, the perfect gentleman's playground.
Well, it's Manchester next, and I tell you what, I'm going to pick the route this time with the help of this map.
Nah, no need. This is Manchester, my manor. I know these mean streets like the back of my hand, and we don't want that. Where's that map again?
The Trilby Tour returns for a second year to wonderful Worsley Park in Manchester. The search for the champion of Lancashire takes place on broad fairways, perfect flat greens and in beautiful weather. But could the Trilby Tourians make best use of the perfect conditions? Well, no, they couldn't. Coming up in tonight's show, we have some of the worst golf ever played at any Trilby Tour event ever. We don't know why, it was just one of those days. Fortunately, everyone played much better during the four-man, three-hole playoff to find the champion of the county. After which, we'll show you the worst of some terrible golf in Rogues Gallery. William Hunt will be interviewing fellow Mancunians on the first tee. But now, here's your commentator, Rob Lee.
Welcome to Worsley Park, just about 10 minutes outside the centre of Manchester, and it's the Trilby Tour Championship of Lancashire that's at stake. 6,611 yards of pure prime parkland golf course, and William's busy. Let's get down to the tee.
I'm here with Rob Hogarth, first on the tee this year, second time on the Trilby Tour.
It is, yep. I'm looking forward to it. Course is good, greens are great. Let's get on with it.
How's that feel to be first out and what is basically your home Trilby Tour?
I feel honoured, William, to be honest. It's great to be leading the lads out.
And what score are you going to post today? What score are you after?
Well, anything 36 or better I'd be happy with.
Go on, son.
34 I'll take now.
Well, here's Rob, who's an 8 handicapper. No glove, I've noticed. Don't go right. Hawthorn bushes if you slice it. It's quite a tight hole, this opener. Oh, and that's in the Hawthorns. Back to the first tee, and Williams on millinery duties.
Thanks, Rob. Paul, is it your intention to go all the way around with your hat back to front?
I'm not used to wearing hats, but that's why you picked me to interview me, was it? Yeah.
Well, one or two things really so far from your behaviour. But local boy,
absolutely,
seems to be getting everything wrong so far today.
I don't think that'll change.
Okay.
Going on last year's experience.
How was it? How was it for you last year?
Well, being a member here, I'm normally fairly consistent with my handicap, and I think I had about 22 points. But I was saved by the fact that our captain, who you interviewed
Jimmy
before, said, I hope I don't get in the 20s. And then the voiceover come, he managed that, 19 points.
Poor old Jimmy.
So as much as you feel sorry for him. But
was everyone really kind to him after that?
Did take a bit of stick, I think, to be honest.
Jimmy's back here again today.
Oh, good.
Yeah?
Right.
Do you think you'll beat him?
Oh, well, I can't play any worse than I did last year. So let's hope.
So that's the plan, to play better than the worst game you've ever played in your life?
If I manage that in front of the Sky TV cameras, I'll be a happy man.
Famous last words, I can't possibly play as bad as I did last year. Well, maybe he's right. Maybe he's spot on. Pressure's off now. Well, as we're in Manchester, it seems apropos that we should speak to an ex-Man United footballer, Clayton Blackmore. He's with William.
Clayton, you did okay last year?
Yeah, I think I sneaked through with a shootout down at the Buckinghamshire, but in the final, shot 35 points, Could have been a little bit more, but really enjoyed it.
You were close, weren't you? Very close.
Yeah, I was on the leaderboard for quite a bit most of the day, but obviously there's a lot of good golfers out there.
On the leaderboard, but just for not long enough.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 or 4 hours on there, and then all of a sudden, bump, it disappeared. You get about
hurts,
15.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, watching the old name disappear, but no, it was a fantastic day, great competition.
Are you going to take that experience from last year into this and do better?
Yeah, hopefully. I think the main thing is getting through this, get through the qualifiers, because St Pierre's is my favourite course I've ever played. We used to play it when we played for Wales, and I've always played quite well around there.
A Welsh boy winning in St Pierre.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Not a chance. Play well.
Thanks, Will.
Played 186 times for Manchester United and scored 19 times. Same amount of points as the Gribben curse last year. Now is it cutting? The Hawthorns are waiting for a slice. Oh, and that's just okay. Lucky, lucky start. Better be lucky than good.
Tony, we saw you a few times last year. It didn't get better, did it?
No, I have to say I was quite nervous last year. This year, I do feel a lot calmer. So last year I was under a lot of pressure. This year I'm going to change that.
Tony, coming down the 18th and the playoff tonight, with your family and friends watching, how will that feel? Would we see the tears of Tony Camilleri?
Possibly, if I make the playoffs, because I've been under pressure to make these playoffs every time I play by you. So possibly there could be a few tears, yeah. I'm an emotional person. I cried when Ailey died on Coronation Street, so I would cry then.
Tony, play well.
Tony eyeballing the camera. Not so nervous, I don't fancy. Quite a bit of lateral movement in that one, but a good healthy scalp. And now it is time to catch up with last year's Worsley club captain, Jimmy Gribben.
Jimmy, Hole in One specialist of 2012.
Yes.
Captain of 2013.
Correct.
And Trilby Tour failure.
So far, yes.
Now, last year we talked about what we're going to do, what we're not going to do.
Yeah. Well, this year I'm going to stick to my plan, which was last year, which fell apart. So this year
I'm not sure I understand that one, Jimmy.
Well, I'm going to try and put together a game, like I said, and try and get in there. I have to.
What score today, Jimmy? What score?
I'm not going to give
No,
anything.
Jimmy. What score today? We're not letting you go till you give us a score.
It's got to be beyond 19. I've got to beat 19. End of.
That's not a big prediction. I need a score from you, Jimmy. We need a prediction.
I'm going for 32. End of. 32 points.
There you have it, Jimmy Gribben, 32 points. Let's see what happens.
Well, that's an amazing leap, really, to get from 19 to 32 in one belt. And it's a bad start for Jimmy. Now talking to William is the brand new club captain, David Moores. He has to beat 19 points. He has to get rid of the curse.
David, captain here today.
Yes, William.
And what's the aim today? It's got to be to beat Jimmy's awful score. And
There's always a
legendary-
benchmark.
Yeah, the legendary Jimmy Gribben, who's here today.
He is.
He was appalling last year.
Yeah.
After big talk, big captain's talk, have you got anything to say as a captain of the course?
Well, apart from the course being absolutely fantastic,
It is.
I'm not going to give a score. I'm not going to be posting any targets whatsoever. It will be just to do as best as I can and hopefully represent the tour honourably.
Well, it's the captain's second Trilby Tour event. He plays off of 13, so quite handy. And the low knuckleball down the left-hand rough. Hardly seen a shot find the fairway today. Let's move ahead to the second short par 4 this. Third shot for Paul Batty. So 2 not very good ones to here. What about his third? He's running on, and that looks like it could be bunkered. Jimmy Gribben at the 7th, 177. Lots of 7s in this. 3 par 3s in the front 9. And for the former club captain, left to right shape, just carrying the hazard. And that's one of the shots of the day. That really is. Gribben maybe moments away from a 2. Clayton Blackmore coming towards the end, 28 points. He could do with popping this in. He's played it very well. That's a beautiful shot from Clayton, but maybe not enough points on the board. Back to the second. Batty's fourth. Is long, very long. Bit too much ball before the sand. Perfect shot, just the wrong order of things. Now, if Gribben can make a 2 here, this would be a real fillip for him. It's got a chance. Oh, he's only made a 2. Look at that, punching the air. A magnificent score of 17 points, though. No surprise, did not qualify. DNQ for Gribben. Blackmore at the par 5 closer for the birdie. 3 points and 31. Absolutely robbed. No luck at all. Clubhouse leader for now on 30, but that surely won't be good enough here at Worsley. Batty's 5th at the diddly 2nd, par 4. It's a lovely chip shot. 17 points, matching the grand total of the ex-club captain. That won't do anything in this Trilby Tour. Now the first par 5 at Worsley is the 5th, and it's a genuine birdie chance for the field. Spin. Oh, it did spin forwards. Unusual. Seems reasonably happy. Quite a confident start. Moore's tee shot at the 7th. 6 points over the first 6 holes, averaging 1 per hole. So in effect that's net 6 over. This one looks like a low flying duck, straight into the Aguacingas. Best forgotten that one. Camilleri's 3rd to the par 5 18th, 22 points. Had the showbiz start with the interview technique, but sadly it's all sort of fallen apart since then. Hogarth for the birdie at 5. A lot of shoulder movement in that putting stroke. Had a chance. A little tiddler left. Club captain David Moores, he's dropped out of the water. His 3rd at the 7th, the par 3. Oh, and that's a low shank as well. Look at that. Where's that finished? In the end, 18 points. So falls 1 shy of Gribbin's total last year and his 17 points of this year. That's a horrible little corner to be stuck in. Bermuda Triangle of golf scoring. Camilleri. Come on. Nearly 24 points in the Empatoni. But his day will come. So much talent in there. Let's meet 9 handicapper David Scope at the 7th. Using a very lofted wood, it looked like. Plays at Bingley St Ives. And he's judged that unbelievably well. A lot of stop on it as well. Using the breeze. Drifted in towards the target. Hogarth for his par 5. Saw the birdie putt just miss. Back and through. Keep it simple. Never ever anywhere else. In the end, 29 points. 1 point behind Clayton Blackmore. DNQ. Scope's putt for the 2. We've seen one here already today. And, oh, it's another one. Right in the back. 33 points. New clubhouse leader. Fine effort from David Scope. Well, let's wander back to the first tee and find William, who's with the last group before they tee off.
Thanks, Rob. I've got greatness with me now. Richard Chisholm, reigning champion of Lancashire. How's your year been?
It's been good. Not too much golf. A lot of work, but it's been good being champion. Yeah.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah, very good.
Recognition, fame.
Yeah.
What pressure's on you today to defend?
Quite a bit more so than normal. The palms are sweaty already.
What are we hoping for today?
Hoping to win today.
Yeah.
Defend my title. Yep.
How would that feel?
It'd be good. It'd be very nice.
Good.
Very good. Good.
Yeah. Richard, play well.
Thank you, William.
He's a 10 handicapper at Ashford Manor, which I know pretty well. West side of London. And good hang time. Look at that. Sailing it down the middle. Means business. We're back after the break.
The perfect gentleman's playground. The perfect gentleman's playground.
Welcome back. We are at Worsley Park trying to identify the champion for 2014 of Lancashire. Everybody's out on the golf course. 33 points is the score to beat in the clubhouse, so it's birdie boots all the way if you want to do anything good today. Reigning champion Richard Chisholm's out there. 20 points so far through 14, so he needs a massive finish. Line's good. And too much spin, a little unfortunate. Cracking tee shot. Simon McSweeney is hitting his second to 18. 2 handicap, and this is a par 5. And that's a terrific hit. Just a little unfortunate, but he's chipping for a 3. And with 31 points to that point, has chances. Chris Fensom's third at the 5th. 551 yards this par 5. Chisholm for the 2 at the 14th, needs it badly. Well, he had a go, that was the main thing, but not going quite so well for the reigning champion. Back to McSweeney, eagle chip at 18, up and over onto the fringe. Is it going to release down there? It's trying very hard for him. Almost excellent, that. Chris Fensom, who plays at Bramwell Park Golf Club in Stockport. This one is a long way short and a long way wide. So not many points coming his way. At the 5th, Chisholm's par putt. Surely a formality. Only just about 33 points though. Joint clubhouse leader for the defending champion. Andy Brown, who plays at the Vale of Llangollen. First Trilby Tour event. 56-year-old at the 7th. That's a very firm bounce. A little unfortunate. Well struck. He'll be chipping for a 2. Back to McSweeney for the birdie at 18 after being through the green in 2. Unlucky. 33 points. Very popular score. Playing off of 2. That's very good. Fensom with his 5th at the 5th. That's a lot of shots. Trying to get it up and down if he can. And he may not. So points going begging here for Fensom. Back to Andy, who hit a really good tee shot. Now, deft touch required with the chip. Hit the pin. Oh, unlucky. Look at the speed of the greens here at Worsley. It's got the better of Andy. Fensom for the 6. That's going to be a 7 at best. Par putt for Brown at that 7th hole. And he doesn't make a par, but he does become the new clubhouse leader with 34 points. Andy Brown, good day. Now it's time to catch up with Adam Moule, who is the Director of Golf at Worsley. We asked him about the return of the tour.
It's our second year that we've done the event, and there was a lot of interest with the sort of first one that we held. I suppose intrigue really. You know, so the local area, not many people had perhaps seen and experienced an event of this type, an event of this nature. But it's in that first year alone, it created a real buzz, and we've seen that build on. You know, through the year, there's a lot of excitement in the membership, and definitely being sort of keen to find the dates when we're going to have it back, and very proud to bring it back, and sort of great to see the level of support increase this year. William builds that sort of tension on the first tee beautifully. So I mean, a lot of these guys, it's their big day out for the year, or possibly big day out for their golfing career. So when you've got the sort of focus and attention on that first tee, it's just about getting one away and getting one into a decent position, let alone finding a fairway. It's just get me out of here. So it's certainly going to challenge the guys. I think the course is in great. I know the course is in great shape. And you know, quick greens, large putting surfaces. It's going to need a sort of very, very accomplished golfer to sort of take on the challenge and bring home a really good score.
But really good scores hard to come by today. Players struggling with the Worsley layout. Bowerbank, one handicapper, all the way back to the second. And that needs to sit hard. Alan Barker from Bishop Auckland Golf Club in County Durham. First Trilby Tour event, the 50-year-old. And that's not bad for a senior, is it? That's a long, long putt. Fensom's 4th. At the final hole, go on, be the birdie. Not going to be the birdie. Wooling it on. 34 points. That just sneaking in. Joint clubhouse lead for Fensom. Bowbank's birdie attempt from through the back of the second. Difficult putt. And they run and run and run here at Worsley. Very quick. This is a par attempt at the 5th hole. Long, long par putt. It's going to be a 6 at the best. 6s on par 5s. They don't make anybody happy. Barnsley par attempt at 7. 12 points so far, that's good. And that's going to be a shotgun. 1 back for Worsley. Bowbank for the par at 2. Looks good. Oh, it went the other way at the end. So 1 point. Another 1-pointer. Heel down, toe up, just like Seve. And hold out just like Seve as well. They all count in the end. 6th. 10 points so far for Alan Bowbank. Spin. Oh, and it does do. Really behaved itself like a well-trained collie. Barnsley at the 14th. Really nice par 3 this. Be even nicer if this goes in. Come on. Hit it. Oh, it's shy. It's a long way shy of the target. Yes, you should have hit it harder. Birdie attempt for Bowbank. And it's perfect right in the middle. 34 points. Another joint clubhouse leader. That is a popular score, but will it get you anything in the end? Stephen Morgan. His long birdie putt at the last hole. 9 handicapper, also 34 points. They're stacking up, so Morgan will have the long wait like all the others. Barker's long, long birdie attempt.
Oh, come on.
That's at the 6th. Back-to-back par 5s on the front 9. Quickly to Barnsley. Slides by. A lot of shaking of head and gnashing of teeth at Worsley Park today. Par attempt for Barker. Just needed hitting, so that's a shotgun. 32 points. This for 2 points. Guess what? Another player on 34 points. Ian Barnsley off of 1 handicap. Has to play the waiting game as well. Amazing. 33 points for Alan Barker. And that is very well hold new clubhouse leader. Quality. Well, if you don't know by now, William Hunt is in fact from Manchester. Let's catch up with him and see how he feels about being back in his hometown.
It's just a great place to be, and we're back, and we had such a brilliant tournament last year, really close fought, some great golf. And what we've found is a lot of new players this year come here, and the members of Worsley, and they've come along here thinking, it's my course, I can rip it up, and they've played so badly. See, the confidence on the putting green evaporated from the putting green to the first tee. And once they got on that first tee, we saw knees shaking, ankles giving way, hands, noses, ears, everything, eyebrows, the lot, just mouths twitching like a rabbit's nose. They're terrified on that first tee. These are grown men that play here 2-3 times a week, and could they get it off that first tee on their home course? Well, we've seen today, haven't we? If you've had a good round today, you're in that top 10 easily, and because there's not many good rounds today. We're struggling for a top 10. Rogues Gallery's full. Rogues Gallery's full very quickly. Thank you, golfers of Worsley Park.
Well, that's enough from old Blue Eyes. Let's get back out into the links to the 7th. Barry Ross is a 5 handicapper. Plays at Stoneham Golf Club in Southampton. First Trilby Tour event. A 31-year-old. Oh, he's got a firm bounce again. That's what is making life difficult here today. Quite firm on the edges. And that's a long, long putt for a birdie. Martin Stoker at 6. Comes from Hillside Golf Club. That's a magnificent golf course. Amongst the dunes up there in Liverpool area. Fantastic approach shot. Back to Ross and that long birdie putt. This is 65 feet easily. And hit it 60 feet. So that was a fair effort from there. Good touch. Stoker's birdie attempt. Surely just a tap in. I've given it to him. And I was right. So he makes a birdie and improves things. Ross for the par. Nice. Nice work. 36 points for Barry Ross. New top man in the clubhouse. On board the 18th, par 5 and 2, Martin Stoker playing off of 5. Eagle putt, give it a go, come on. Rattle it in. Not too much rattle with that one, but the second putt was good. It was a birdie 4 and 37 points. Best score of the day. He's through at the final. But a playoff to find the 4th person to make it through between Bardsley, Morgan, Brown, Fensham and Bowerbank. And from 100 yards, it was Andy Brown that produced this. Almost impossible to beat. Fantastic pitch shot. So, qualify for the World Championship final. Ian Bardsley, Stephen Morgan, Chris Fensham and Alan Bowerbank. Also joining Bardsley, Bowerbank, Fensham and Morgan are Richard Chisholm and Simon McSweeney. They got through on 33 points to the final. But making it through to the playoff, it's Martin Stoker with an excellent score of 37, Barry Ross with 36, Alan Barker, and of course Andy Brown, who hit that fantastic pitch shot in the playoff to make the playoff. And we'll see that when we come back after the break.
The perfect gentleman's playground. The perfect gentleman's playground.
Welcome back. It's playoff time. We're trying to identify the 2014 Trilby Tour Champion of Lancashire. 4 men, 3 holes, 1 champion. And the 3 holes in question are the first, which is a par 4, the 14th, which is a par 3, and the 18th, which is a par 5. Everybody gets a shot at the first, and then nobody gets a shot at 14 and 18. So it's quite straightforward. They're really playing off level.
Hi, my name's Martin Stoker. I'm 41 years old. I play at Hillside Golf Club off a handicap of 5. Fantastic day. Very early start this morning, 5 o'clock pick up with my caddy, so it's been quite tiring. Starting to feel it a bit now, so I'm hoping the adrenaline will kick in for the tee in the final. Well, I bogeyed the first this morning. Not a very good second shot. Pulled the tee shot into the rough on the left. So first things first, first tee shot, get it somewhere near that fairway and attack from there. If I can par all 3 holes, I think I might have a chance. And as for the other 2 holes, it's just nothing stupid. Just try and get it in the middle of the green, 2 putts. Anything better than that is a bonus.
He's having a go with the driver. I love it.
Next to the tee, Mr. Barry Ross.
My name is Barry Ross. I'm 31 years old. I play at Stoneham Golf Club and my handicap is 5. Brilliant. Had an absolutely fantastic time. We were off pretty early doors, so it was an early start. Very nervous, first tee, no question. Very much had the shakes. Luckily managed to get away okay, and a good back 9 saved the round really. Fairways and greens were excellent, very, very consistent. Couldn't have asked for a better venue really. 1 went okay for me today. I managed to put it up the left hand side, so that leaves a middle iron in. If I can play 18 as well as I did the last time I was on in 2, that'll give me a chance of a birdie putt, and hopefully that that should keep me in the running.
Well, he was nervous at the first time round. What about in the playoffs?
Great hit.
Smashed it. Oh, that is as good as we've seen.
Next to the tee, Mr. Alan Barker.
My name's Alan Barker. I'm 50-year-old. I play out of Bishop Auckland Golf Club. My handicap is 6. I had a great day today. Played out early, really early start. Conditions were quite good, so I think we got the best of the weather when we went out first. And yeah, played really well. Steady away. Played handicap golf. That's all I need to do, I thought. Caddied for a lad at Rockcliffe in 2012 and just got addicted. I loved the setup, I loved the way it was run, and I thought, right, I'm going to enter it. I've been playing golf since '94. This will probably be the biggest thing I've ever done in golf.
So this is the moment. Again, driver. Down the left, cutting back. Is it cutting too much? It's not. What a lovely tee shot.
Finally to the tee, and there's the pin winner, Mr. Andy Brown.
Hello, my name's Andy Brown. I'm a member of Vale of Llangollen and both the Plassey and Wrexham as well. I'm 56 years of age and I play off 8. It's been fantastic. I played here last year. The course has been absolutely fantastic for us. It's come on leaps and bounds. A bit disappointing on the par 3s, but the other shots have made up for it. This is my 5th Trilby. I've done a couple at Oxford, KP Club, and twice here, and it just grows from strength to strength, I think. It's a very enjoyable day out and I can recommend it for everybody.
Well, a very firm endorsement. Let's see if he can find some form. That's left. Oh, and quickly. Oh, there's a bit of chortling on the tee, but it's serious stuff, this. It's nerves. That's what it is. Now, where's it finished up? Well, we found it. So second at 1 from the woods. Didn't hear anything. So that one might be okay. It might be out. Barker's second. .432 yards. This is going right. Well, he can chip and putt from there. Everybody getting the stroke here. Stoker from the left-hand rough, just a yard off the fairway. Now is this going the other side? Is this missing left? It is. So nobody putting for a birdie yet. Still one to go. Muted applause. Should have got more than that. That was rifle straight at it. High quality approach shot. And the birdie putt will ensue. Brown's third. Coming up on the rails here after that poor tee shot. Well, that's as good as he could have done. He might well escape with a par. Very good third. Speaking of third shot, Barker. Just short of hole high on the right. And settle down. Another marvellous escape. And with a good putt, could walk away with a par 4. Now Stoker's bunker play through the day. See if it's going to be good here. It is. This is very impressive from all 4 players. Probably playing under as much pressure as they've ever played in this game of golf. Ross for an amazing birdie from the right. Hit it. That wasn't one of his best. Shaking his head. Brown for the par. Everybody's played 3 shots. Well, that's incredible. After a low squirter into the trees, he makes a net birdie. Started off badly, finished off like he was on fire. Fantastic effort. Stoker's par attempt.